We're at the Big Fella Stadium this afternoon in Featherstone for Trinity's 4th pre-season friendly. They've beaten Leeds, they've beaten Dewsbury and they've beaten Castleford. And it's a mix of experience and youth. Chris Chester selected this afternoon. Ben Jones-Bishop's at fullback. Three-quarter line is Judah Mazeev, Ashley Gibson, Joe Arundel and Mason Caton Brown. The halfbacks are certainly experienced. Jacob Miller and Liam Finn. In the pack for Trinity, Anthony England, Michael Seo, Chris Newby, James Batchelor, Liam Senior and Chris Anakin. On the bench, 7 substitutes: Tinny Arona, Jordan Crowther, Anthony Walker, Brad Mould, Aaron York, Chris Ackroyd and Lee Kershaw. John Sharp, of course, himself a former Trinity coach. He has selected Ian Hardman at fullback for Rovers, James Duckworth, Jason Walton, Luke Briscoe and Scott Turner in the three-quarter line. It's Anthony Thackeray and Matty Wildy, a former Trinity man at halfback. And the pack is Darryl Griffin, Keil Carlisle, Andy Bostock, Michael Knowles, John Davis and Brad Tagg. On the substitutes for the Rovers, Richard Moore, Luke Cooper, Jack Ormonroyd, Josh Hardcastle, Corey Aston, Kyron Johnson, Kyle Briggs, James Kitchen and Sam Day. And this afternoon's referee is Mr. S. Race. Well, to make another few metres, Seward acting halfback. The offload from Miller, the drive from Hewby and the offload and the drive from England right underneath the post. Seo. Oh, a little bit of juggling from Miller, but Miller will indeed regather the ball and score the first try. 3.5 minutes into the game. A little bit of juggling there from Milky Miller. He managed to hang on to the ball, score the first try midway between the left post and this near left touchline side. Puts the ball clean between the posts. But 4.5 minutes on the watch. It's Rovers 0, Trinity 6. This drive centre field. Takes a couple of metres with his back to the opposition. 11 metres out in centre. Carlisle with the pass to the left. Trinity is stretch. Try to scrum half. And Anthony Thackeray has gone over with a hit to the dummy. 14 metres from the post. Straightforward kick from Knowles. It's all square here at the Big Fella Stadium. Rovers 6, Trinity 6. Miller, the short pass again to Batchelor. Support from Ben Jones-Bishop. Still going, ankle tapped the fullback. And the tackle completed, 8 metres out, just right of centre. This is Finn. Miller, overhead pass to Massive. Very close to this near touchline side. And indeed so close that it's a fairly simple task for the Featherstone Rovers this occasion. Long pass to Miller. Jones-Bishop in from fullback. And the pass into and out of the hands of Judah Mazeev. The wingman will not be happy with that. Trinity have to move in. Richard Moore goes back from right to left and almost gets to the goal line. He's only less than a metre short. Bit of juggling again from the Featherstone player. He reaches and scores just to the right hand side of the upright. Jack Ormonroyd it is. Disappointment for Wakefield Trinity. Kicking towards that long row of terraced houses, Post Office Road. He puts the ball clean between the posts. 12 points to 6 Rovers now lead Trinity. Being tackled. Chance for the wingman. It's Mason Caton Brown trying to step inside the first couple of defenders, and the wingman, the former Salford man, goes very close to scoring Wakefield's second try of the afternoon. This time it's Rovers who are moving quickly. Gibson adapting halfback. Here comes Batchelor. Little jink from the left peg, carries the ball to within 4 metres of the Rovers line. They have to retreat indeed onto the goal line. Slow play the ball. Finn looking for his halfback partner Miller. Now it's Arundel and Massive will dive over and score his first try of the afternoon, and Wakefield's second. Keeping the ball alive, experienced halfbacks Miller and Finn involved. Joe Arundel fed his wingman. Just a couple of paces. Oh, it's not the best of kicks from Finn. Did he stub his toe? I'm not too sure. He's going to have to leave the field of play. And Wakefield, their half-time heat has gone. Wakefield still playing, of course. Short pass. Ben Jones-Bishop time to offload the ball and does so. There's a knock-on in the build-up there. There's a knock-on indeed. In fact, referee Steve Race will bring the first half action to a close. Half-time here at the Big Fella Stadium is Featherstone Rovers 12, Wakefield Trinity 10. Keeping it alive, Wakefield. It started much to do the first quarter when Jacob Miller scored in the 4th minute. This is Finn, the grubber kick into the in-goal area, and Rovers have to get the fingertips to the ball. Not in this pre-season friendly. Miller chips the ball straight into the hands of the Featherstone Rovers player, who could go the length of the field here for another try. Good cover. Long pass for Fakri. Hardman into the line. Chance for Rovers, 4th try of the afternoon. 16 points to 10. And the Wakefield defence was stretched. Rovers will attempt to add the extra 2, and he does. 18 points to 10. He's a lot nearer than we are. Working the blind side. Try scorer Aluga has gone in again. 2nd try in as many minutes. Further disappointment for Wakefield Trinity. Knowles with the conversion attempt has gone straight between the post. It gets worse for Wakefield Trinity. Finn with the tap. Here comes Hubie. Still going, a tester for Rovers defence, and Hubie's on his back. Right on the goal line. Finn now operating at acting half-back. Directing the traffic. Short pass into the hands of Aaron York. York can't ground the ball. Finn again looks to his right and then to his left. Shows a dummy and Finn scores. The experience of Liam Finn scores Wakefield's 3rd try of the afternoon. Finn converts from right in front of the post, as you would have expected. 24 points to 16. Drive a loose forward. Long pass to the wingman. It's a loop-in, or should we say the diving try to Scott Turner. Disappointment for Wakefield. Rovers have extended the lead. 28 points to 16 now. Here comes Knowles, right from the touchline side. He's Pollard just to the left of the uprights, and that indeed is Michael Knowles' first conversion attempt that he's missed this afternoon. Prior to that, 4 from 4. He was in the stand-up half position. Rovers have gone offside. It's going to be another tap penalty. Seal takes it. Jacob Miller, a little jink. Can't get past the first, will be Featherstone Rovers defender. Goes across to the left. It's a chance for Joe Arundel. Arundel scored the try as he from close in. He has, just a couple of metres in from the far touchline side. 28 points to 20, and a kick to come. It's on its way. Touch judges, wave the ball. We've played over a minute stoppage time. It's just Hubie, the dummy from the big man. Then the offload. Seal was there. Anakin, the dummy from Chris Anakin. Wakefield building pressure, but surely it's all coming too late. Scrappy at the play the ball. There was a Featherstone player there in the way. Final hoop to goals. We won't be able to come the string. Wakefield trailed 12 points to 10 at the break. They went further behind following Aluga's 2 tries and those conversions. 24 points to 10 they trailed, and then Liam Finn scored a cheeky try from underneath the post. Goal, and at 24 points to 16, we thought that Wakefield had chance. Brad Turner extended Featherstone's lead, and all Joe Arundel's try was a consolation. It's finished in disappointment for Wakefield Trinity. They've been beaten by Featherstone Rovers here at the Big Fella Stadium by 28 points to 20. John, some people will say, well, it's only a pre-season friendly, so how disappointed are you in the Trinity defeat?
I'm disappointed more in some of our performances, and I thought our urgency level and our enthusiasm levels were down. I thought Featherstone looked like a team who were really buzzing and wanted to progress towards pre-season. I think we played a little as if we were ticking off another trial game in the build-up to pre-season. So credit to Feathers, I thought they were very good, but we need to get back to the levels that we demonstrated on Boxing Day, the performance, the execution of our plays in both attack and defence that we demonstrated that day.
You started with Hubie and England up front, and I thought they had a good first 30 minutes.
Yes.
That's got to be one of the positives out of the game.
Yeah, one of the big positives though. So yeah, and as you rightly said, I mean, Anthony England's he's had an injury too in pre-season. We didn't want to put him back out there because we're advised by the medical staff he could do one stint. We got a good 30 minutes out of him, and obviously we looked a good team when he was on the field. I thought Craig Hubie contributed well, and I thought Ben John Bishop did well at fullback as well. I thought he ran with some intent, he caused them some problems, so he can look back with some satisfaction on the performance.
So when Max Jowett's fit, you've got him, you've got Scott Griggs, and you've got Jones Bishop for fullback. That's it, eh?
Yeah, well that's what we want. We want that, and you know we've got Sam Williams as well to have a good look at next week. So it's good competition for places, but we've got to make sure our levels of performance are of an acceptable level to make sure that we can be a top 6 team in Silver
John,
League.
you mentioned next week at Sheffield down at Bellevue, 3 o'clock kick-off. You mentioned Williams having a look at him. What's the likely team going to be, do you know yet?
Well, we don't know yet. We've got to examine what the bumps and bruises are from this, but obviously some players were stood down today. We've tried to manage the minutes that they're playing in 5 trial games, but we've obviously got to make sure that the players understand the systems and structures well enough for Hull, but also they've got lots of energy and enthusiasm as well for when we play against Hull. So we'll really have to have a good look at the training for the Sheffield game, then we'll go on to a mini camp as well, and then we've got the build up to Hull. So you know, there's lots to be done before round 1 of Super League.
And you fielded some youngsters today, happy with their performances?
Yeah, very. I thought the young kid in the second row, young senior, did very well. I really did. And the other lads went on there and took their opportunity as well. I'd have preferred to, you know, for us to put them on when perhaps the going was a little better, because this is a tough place to play, as everybody knows played the game. You come to Post Office Road and you're going to be in for a tough game, and they didn't disappoint us, did they?
And finally, John, James Batchelor looked to be limping towards the end. Any news?
Yeah, he's got a bang, that's all. It's just straightforward. He'll rest up tomorrow. We'll make sure he gets the correct rehab, and whether he plays against Sheffield, we'll obviously speak with the medical staff and look at the minutes he's already played in the pre-season. So it's all planned and prepared, but obviously, you know, you like to win every game, don't you? Whether it's a friendly game or whether it's a game of drafts. So we're a little disappointed there, but some players have posted positive points and some perhaps not so.
Thank you, John.